Hey guys, welcome to Arsenal Crew. This is the match review of the 2-0 loss against Southampton. Poor performance from Arsenal. We controlled the game for about 10-15 minutes, but then just didn't end well. We started the game slow and we ended the game slow. First 10-15 minutes of the game, we weren't really in the game. They hit the post and stuff like that. And then we sort of got back into it until the first goal. The first goal went in, our heads dropped for a bit. Then we got our heads picked up just before half time, and we were really challenging. I felt like we could go on and score, but that didn't happen. We went into the dressing room at half time. We came out and we didn't have the same intensity that we finished the first half with. Then the second goal goes in and just everyone's heads dropped apart from Alexis. Alexis is playing ridiculously well, and I still stand by we'll be really lucky to keep him. Either this transfer window or the next transfer window, we'll be really lucky to keep him. I personally think that the way we're playing, we're going to end up being like what we were a couple of years ago, losing our best players because we're just playing appalling. Like, Arsene Wenger, he needs to admit when he's made a mistake. He just needs to admit it straight out when everyone can see that he's made that mistake. He needs to just go to himself. Yes, I made this mistake. Like with the transfers, he should have just gone, I made a mistake. I didn't bring in a centre-back. I didn't bring in a centre defensive mid. And I would have accepted that. I wouldn't have been best pleased. But I would be less pissed off than when he's all sort of saying, oh yes, we can do this with the team we've got and we can work things out with the team we've got. You can't. It's as simple as that. If he does not buy at least a centre-back and a centre defensive mid in this transfer window, it will just turn nearly all of the fans, probably even the people that are still Wenger in, who are still giving him a chance, would probably start to turn away from Arsene Wenger. He's saying that he wants to bring in a midfielder. Yes, bring in a midfielder, but bring in a centre-back. If some people are saying that, oh yeah, but we sold 2 players in Sanya and Vermaelen, and we bought in 2 players, Chambers and Debuchy, but then we loaned out Jenkinson, so that's 3. And last season, if I recall, we were a bit short in the defence department anyway, with Bakary, Sanya, Vermaelen, Koscielny, Mertesacker, Monreal, Gibbs and Jenkinson. We were a bit short then, and we need more players. If it was me, personally, if we could not get a centre-back in the January transfer window, if the worst came to the worst, bring back Jenkinson from loan. Bring him back. He's been playing amazing for West Ham. He's the first man on the team sheet, playing amazing for them. And we're struggling with our defence. Bring him back. Who cares about the fines that we have to pay to get him back? Bring him back when we need him. We need him now. Well, we just need players. It's just ridiculous. Like, you could just say to West Ham, we will bring him back. We will have him for as long as we want. When we've finished with him and we no longer need him because we have brought someone else in, we will loan him back to you as first choice. You will be the first choice for us to loan back. But obviously that won't happen because it's Arsene Wenger and he's happy with what we've got and he reckons that everything can be sorted out in training, which isn't true. But I've sort of got sidetracked a bit. So the first goal, Szczesny's fault. He came out, didn't need to come out, and you just, as a goalkeeper, you have to make good decisions, and that was an appalling decision. Szczesny makes such bad decisions in games like this. He is an amazing shot stopper, don't get me wrong with that. Amazing at what he does. I really do like him as a player, but he's so cocky and he just seems like he can take on like the entire like opposition team. which isn't right. And he did not need to come out. But when he did come out, he hesitated when he realised that he shouldn't have come out. If you watch, he came out, sort of jumped like that, realised, oh well, and Koscielny's got him to the byline, so there's no need for me to be here. Sort of stood there, sort of going, oh, what shall I do? Just run back. Like he did it in the Liverpool game when he came out. Luckily, we didn't get punished for that, but he still did the same thing. I think personally, Wenger is too nice to the players. He is too nice. Sometimes you need a bit of Mourinho. Talk straight to him and tell him, look, you're playing shit. Just, you're off. As simple as that. Because personally, I think that's what a player needs. If a player is playing rubbish and they keep on getting played, it gets running in their mind and they're like, I'm having a really bad performance, and they keep on concentrating on that, then it brings the whole morale of the team down. If you literally just drop them and say, look, you're not playing well, you're dropped, like Mertesacker should have been, dropped, then they think, right, I've been dropped, but I want to get back into that squad, so I'm going to concentrate and work even harder in training to rebuild my confidence and rebuild the faith between me and the manager. That's what it should be. But obviously, that probably won't happen because Arsene Wenger's too nice to the players. He just needs to get a bit of fire in his belly and just tell them, look, you're shit, get off. You're playing shit, get off. You're going to be replaced by someone that could probably do a better job in the January transfer window who we're going to buy. That is what he should be like. But it's not going to be like that. But back to the game, poor performance. Like I've said before, I keep on saying a poor performance because I'm just going to have a rant now. It was just appalling from us. I'm embarrassed to walk down the street now because I live a couple of miles away from Southampton and I'm embarrassed to walk down the street in an Arsenal shirt. I did yesterday because I was supporting the team while they were playing, and after they lost I still had my Arsenal shirt on because I was still out even though we had lost. But as soon as I got home I changed my shirt and I went back out because I didn't really want to wear it because of a team that is we regard ourselves as fans as one of the best teams in the world. But I'm sorry, we're not. You can't say that the teams of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, teams like that, going without a trophy in nearly 10 years. You don't have that. A team that always finishes 4th in the league. I'm sorry, I love the club deeply, but we can't regard ourselves as one of the best teams in the world when we put in performances like that against a team that only got promoted a couple of seasons ago. I know they're really high up in the table, but you can easily burst that bubble. It's as simple as that. You get an early goal against them, you get anything like that, you can burst their bubble really quickly. But if you let them score, like we did, then their tails go up, and then we've got no chance because their tails are up and they're running around. They've got so much pace in their side, and it just isn't right. We need to change. Wenger needs to bring in considerable reinforcements, centre defensive mid, centre back. If he doesn't bring in those, fans are going to really start turning on him, and I mean seriously start turning on him more than they started turning on him already. So that's something that needs to change. Moving on to the second half, I don't know what was wrong with it, but for some reason the players seemed a bit downhearted, and Alexis was running around everywhere. If you look at his heat map, he was everywhere. The second goal, appalling from Szczesny, absolutely appalling. That is like a League 2 goalkeeper mistake. Debuchy was about to clear it. You could see his foot twitching to going to kick that. And then Szczesny comes along and sort of just pokes it away about 2 metres away from the goal, straight to a player on the opposition side. And why did you do that? And I had to laugh at his reaction. He was just sat there, sucking on his bottle like a toddler. He looked like a toddler. He's all hunched over and he's just there going, like, what are you doing? That is the weirdest reaction I've ever seen to conceding a goal from a goalkeeper. Personally, he needs to get dropped just to get it into his head to bring him down to earth. But will that happen? I don't know. But we'll see. This performance really has brought me down. It has embarrassed me. Wenger needs to bring in at least either the centre-back or the centre defensive mid as soon as he can. Like, in the coming days, he needs to do that. In the coming days, he needs to do that. No negotiating about price. If you see a player that you think will definitely improve our squad that we've got, I know it's probably not hard. We could go to League 2 and get a goalkeeper, and we've improved our goalkeeper. But it's just, it needs to change. He needs to get in a player ASAP just to sort of rebuild a bit of the faith from us, the fans. Like, just bring in at least one of those players early and then bring in another one a bit later on. So concentrate solely on one, then go on and then concentrate solely on the other. And literally just concentrate on those two aspects of the team. And maybe with two fairly decent signings in the centre-defensive and centre-back, we may finish fourth if we're lucky. But the way we're playing, we've got Tottenham above us, we've got Southampton above us, we've got Man U above us, we've got Man City above us, we've got Chelsea above us. Can you really see us winning the league this season? No. Can you see us getting top four? Maybe. We were damn lucky the way we're playing at the moment. Damn lucky. And I always stay positive. I try to, but performances like that, the way we're performing in this league, the way that we're just so naive. And yes, we've had a bit of a good run recently. But those performances, even though we've won, the performances have been terrible. And like against any other bigger team, we would have lost that, like we did today. And I think it's stupid. But guys, let me know how you felt about this game. Do you feel as depressed as I do? Or are you more positive than I am? But leave your comments in the comment box below. Follow Arsenal Crew on Twitter, at ArsenalBrad1886. I will leave a link in the description. And subscribe to have more videos like this, which is basically me ranting on about how appalling Arsenal were playing. And hopefully how good we start playing when we've brought these two signings in. Check out some of my older videos. Check out Arsenal Crew News, talking about what the channel is, what you're going to expect from the channel in 2015. But for now, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace, and peace out. Bye.